Geeks were the ones who dare to dive deep into comics. Nothing can compare, from Gotham's Dark Knight to Marvel's mighty Thor. We'll break it down, leave you wanting more. Separate you on a ride where heroes and villains clash side by side. Whether it's DC or Marvel.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the InnerCityGeeks podcast. It's Steve here. This is episode 372. And joining me today, we got Brian.
Yo.
And we got Alex.
Can you hear me? If for whatever reason, it just seems like everything's acting up right now.
Yes, we can hear you, sir. We can
Okay,
hear
so
you
then,
quite well.
hello, everybody.
Hey, guy.
Yeah, I'm having a connection issue with my camera for whatever reason.
That's fair. That's fair. It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
We all have our days. We can't always be perfect, you know?
No,
Yeah, the only two people that are perfect, Jesus and Kurt Hennig.
Exactly. You said it perfectly.
Perfect. Oh, and like if you want to hear the great perfect, she probably do perfect.
Right.
Yes.
Of course. It's only right. It's only right.
It's only right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to figure out this camera issue, so bear with me for a second. I'm just gonna put myself on mute.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do your thing. Yay, Mario is joining us again. What's good, dude? Such a fun time. So what's going on, Bri? How you been, man?
I'm good. I'm already over the snow, and it just came down. It just came down.
Yeah, it's
yesterday.
winter time. It's winter time.
It is.
Who would have known? Who would have known we had shit ton of fucking snow in winter?
The amount of people that live in New York that are from here panicking over the fact that we're going to get snow. It's almost like they forgot that New York City gets snow.
They almost forgot that it's winter time.
It's bread and milk, and in my case, wine, whiskeys, lots
Right.
of scotch.
Right.
You know, it's like, okay.
Scotch.
Yeah, aside from that, little tired. Work was exhausting because nobody was there.
Of course.
Nobody's out. I mean, like I told you
Everybody's
before we
scared.
started.
Yeah.
Like I told you before we started, it's like I got on a train this morning at Bowling Green, and normally every morning that station through the rest of my ride, pretty full train, around
Right.
10:30 in the morning. I get on this train, and nobody was in my train car until one person walked in at Grand Central Station, which is half the ride. It's more than half the ride. That means I went through Wall Street, Fulton Street, Union Square, and I skipped one. Wall Street, Fulton Street, Brooklyn Bridge City Hall, then Union Square. Not one person got in my train car.
That's kind of eerie.
It's a little bit eerie.
Yeah. Because there's usually a lot of people coming in through all of those stops.
Mm-hmm. Those are especially Brooklyn Bridge City Hall and Union Square.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like the hell?
Especially Union Square.
Yeah.
That's like the hub of everything.
Yeah. Well, maybe no one came out because maybe it's either the snow or they're afraid of ice, because apparently ice is patrolling around Union Square.
Of course. Why wouldn't they be?
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, Union Square, Bryant Park, Times Square, all the hot spots.
Of course.
But maybe they want to take a picture with Elmo. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean,
Elmo. That's exactly what they're going for.
Or maybe they want to take a picture with a clown because they already work for one.
Yeah.
It's
a fun time. It's a fun time.
Aside from that, pretty much just watching, the usual stuff.
Okay. The usual stuff is always good stuff.
Mm-hmm. like I told you before we started, Black Phone 2.
It's a good movie.
That
It's a
was
good
good.
movie indeed.
It it was sort of like, at the time, it was sort of like an unnecessary sequel, because it's like, well, we know, I'm not going to spoil it, but we all know how the Black Phone ends. If
Yeah.
For those who've seen it, we all know. And then Black Phone 2, uh really shockingly was good. Like, it was, the creepy factor was a little bit more eerie than the first one, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is very. It is a lot more eerier.
Yeah, and I do like
It's
the
not better. To me, it's
no,
not
no,
better.
no, not at all.
It's
It's
on par. But yeah.
yeah. Um, I did enjoy the backstory of uh of the grabber. Um, and I hope that
Oh, I could say somebody else that's known as the grabber.
um.
But
So yeah. Um. So, like, I was reading something up on it. Derrickson wants to do a part three. Like, nothing's happening yet. Nothing's in the works, but he wants it to, like, the idea floating around is that he wants uh he wants Gwen and her brother to be in college,
Okay.
and it's more of a backstory of the grabber, more than what we got in the sequel, and then also more, like, introducing new killers, like
So
almost
why don't
a,
you just
like,
make it like a prequel instead of what
well,
what what would the next one be? Basically, like a copycat.
it'd be someone that is, like, obsessed with the grabber, and wants to basically be just like him.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
so that'd be an interesting thing to, like,
Yeah, absolutely. That'd
go
be pretty
for.
fun.
I mean, hell, it's like, here we are watching. We watched it, and then it chapter two, and then we're like, why are they making a prequel TV show? That's dumb. And then we watched it, and we were like, holy shit, this was amazing. And the ideas that we spoke about, a few weeks back, where it's like, the idea of potentially doing two other seasons of that show, just 27 years earlier, and then 27 years earlier.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so that's interesting that we could still go forward and, like, come out with these films that are, they all start off as an idea from some other movie or some other show or some other book, and then it just morphs into its own thing. And I think that a third and final Black Phone would be great, because you don't need to keep going. Like, you don't need to have, like, 17 other movies. Shit, we all know how that wound up with fucking Halloween. Um, but then,
yeah, but with Halloween, remember, because of all those different things or whatever, some of the movies are like, they cancel each other out or whatever,
well, yeah, Halloween 1 and 2 were its own movies, and then Season of the Witch came out, and then they decided to come out with, because that didn't do well, because everybody expected Myers, and it's a complete own story. Which
I really enjoyed that one though.
Halloween Season of the Witch is a lot of fun.
It's so underrated.
It really is. And again, it's all because everybody's like, "Oh, Michael Myers," and it's like the only time you see Myers in that movie is when Halloween 2 is on TV.
Right.
Yeah,
this may be an unpopular opinion, but for me, like, like I appreciate Myers, but I'm more of a Jason person.
that's fine. It's okay to be wrong. Um,
I don't know, man. I always said or whatever. Jason had the more like over the top kills that, like, you
oh,
appreciate
for
with the
sure.
slasher movies.
Oh yeah, I mean,
And
Yeah,
besides, all I'm gonna say is this: Jason Takes Manhattan, even though it's not the best, it's the best.
he cleaned up
yeah,
Times Square.
exactly. Exactly.
Dude, to this day, that scene when he's walking through and he just kicks the boombox and like hey, and all he
Mm-hmm.
does
Hmm.
is take off the mask and they're like like technically
Uh-huh.
this I'm like I'm just paraphrasing like you got it, you got it.
Yeah.
You got rid of
Um,
all the punks. That's what
yeah.
That's what you got to do.
But you see, with Halloween, they did Halloween 1 and 2, and then when they went back to Myers, they did 4, 5, and 6, which was a continuation to 2, but also its own story. And then they did 6, and starring Paul Rudd. Uh,
Which was
Paul
a
Rudd
fun
is,
one.
yeah. And uh, then they did 7, which connected all of them, and then Laurie Strode, who's died in several different. Laurie Strode's been dead about 6 times. They,
She's the one that dies so many times.
yeah. And then right, she killed him in 7, and then they like surprise. It's this whole thing with 8. And then you got these other Blumhouse ones that came out, and they erased everything after the first movie. So it's like we don't need to keep going with that. So like, to get back to my point, let's do one more Black Phone, and then that's that. You don't need to continue on because
That's
it's
fair.
um
And me just sitting here awaiting the 11th Saw movie.
yeah.
But
um
you already know that's the franchise that that horror, but not horror, but you know what I mean. Like it's the franchise that I fucking love when it comes to
It's the
like
franchise that just keeps giving.
yeah,
yes.
for me.
It's the franchise that Alex keeps giving money to.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. Uh, so a
Oh,
couple of things,
Brian, you know me so well.
almost. So a couple other things. I'm still, obviously a big fan of The Pit on HBO. Such a great medical drama, but it's also more than that. I watched this 6 episode miniseries on Netflix called His and Hers, and it was starring John Bernthal and Tessa Thompson.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely a edge of your seat. Um, he either did it or he was framed, kind of mystery. Uh, and that was a good one. Um, I mean, other miscellaneous shit. Uh, don't even remember at this point. Um, I have yet to start Fallout season 2. I might do that tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
I was sort of waiting for a bunch of episodes to drop, and then it turned out like I just read that, oh, the season 2 finale is dropping sooner than later or whatever. I think it might have already been out today, um, or it's sometime this week. I did watch a nice show on Apple with Idris Elba. It's called Hijack. That
Okay.
apparently came out in 2023.
Damn.
Yeah. Um, and I remember seeing the trailer, going, "Oh, this movie looks great. This movie looks great." Oh wait, it's a show. Like, okay. And the uh, the season 2 first few episodes came out like last week or whatever. Um, Same thing. I'll wait for a bunch of that to build up. And then for shows, I think really the last thing, I started this 2 nights ago. I'm watching. It's on Hulu. Well, I can't even call it Hulu anymore. It's Disney Hulu.
It's always
Uh,
been Disney Hulu.
yeah, but I mean, Hulu itself is gone.
All right,
Like
get it
they.
Well,
right.
it's still there.
It's the Hulu Plus, all right?
Okay, fine. It's the House of Hulu, like the House of Mouse.
Yeah,
Um.
yeah, yeah,
Ha! Watch
yeah,
my
yeah.
stuff. Ha! Yeah.
So I'm watching. Being a fan of horror, you would appreciate this. Beauty. It's the
What
new
is
Ryan
that?
Murphy. It's the new Ryan Murphy stuff. The guy that did
Oh, that's a
the
that's
horror
a
story
that's a show
franchise.
that's
Oh,
on
the
FX,
American.
right?
I have not seen that.
Yeah,
Is it good?
yeah, Yeah, it's good. So it's FX, but it's on uh Hulu Disney. Um
Okay.
and it's good. And it's Ashton Kutcher, who is he created this beauty device that basically like you inject into your body and it makes you the best version of yourself. And then it has the side effects where basically after like X amount of time you fucking explode.
Ooh,
Yeah, like your body starts getting really hot and you want endless amounts of water, and it's not enough because your body is just going to full overdrive and you just explode.
I
And
like this.
the
I like this. I like
and
this.
the
This
and
is
the special effects are done really good too. Like they're practical.
I, I don't know why, but now you got me thinking like it seems like something that, you would see in fucking The Boys.
It
Just something like that.
it
Yeah.
sounds like the substance.
Yeah, that's actually one of my friends when I was talking about that show to him, he's like, "Oh yeah, it sounds like The Substance." So it's funny that you bring that up too, because
Yeah,
yeah, which I still gotta watch.
fucking
Uh,
fantastic.
yeah, it's on my list of
It
I'll
was one
get
of
to it.
my favorites of last year.
it. The whole premise of that movie is just really fucked up, and like
But it's a true premise. It's a premise that actually tracks.
yeah, it's true. It's damn true. Um,
Oh my
ooh,
god, TNA Kurt Angle here.
so yes, I'm watching this. Also, Evan Peters is in it because it's Ryan Murphy and Evan Peters
Of
does all
course, it's
the
only right. It's only right.
and he plays a Fed, and also his partner's played by the girlfriend of Tony Stark from Iron Man 3, the one like shows up at his house in the beginning, and she's like really like the villain uh to what's his name, fucking fake Mandarin. And I don't
Oh
mean
yeah.
and I don't mean slattery. I mean, their bullshit version of Mandarin. Um, so
Well, it's technically, flat slattery was the fake bullshit version of fucking
yeah,
the
but
Mandarin.
fucking but Guy Pearce, as great as an actor as he is, that whole what they did with Mandarin in that movie was not good.
Yeah, yeah. It
Um,
wasn't. It was best.
no,
It was. Yeah, it was kind of
yeah.
trash.
Uh, so yes, that's pretty much all I've been watching. As for me, I went to on Saturday before all the snow because snow didn't start till Sunday morning. Um,
Let it
Saturday I
snow.
went.
Let it snow. Let it snow.
No, go away. So I went to a barrel aged beer festival at my friend's bar,
Ooh.
yeah, Garden Hill in Industry City, in Brooklyn. And so this was so actually I went Friday night first because there was one of the beers that was being shown on Saturday did like what they call like a tap room takeover. And so some of that specific beer was on tap, on a few different out of like 16 taps, five of them had beer from Cartel, down in PA. And then Saturday I went there, and you get these like I paid 65 uh like 2 weeks back for a ticket, but it's unlimited pours for 4 hours,
Oof.
or five
You got
hours,
shit face.
and it's in these tiny little these tiny
Did they
little
give you like a
it's they give you a full pour in a small glass. The glass is about, I don't know, it's like a 3 ounce pour. Um,
That's not so bad.
no. And then you can
Yeah,
even
but
say
but
like,
it's unlimited for 4 hours, so that's good.
yeah, and like you walk around the room and like, they describe like what they did and how they aged it, and um
Brian's response, like they're telling him about the stuff. Shut up and pour me.
uh I forget who had this, but I tried a stout that was peanut butter and jelly.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
I wanted to I wanted to be grossed out by it, but holy shit, that was good.
You can't go wrong with peanut butter and jelly, dude.
No, no, you can't. And
No,
so
but the
like
question, what kind of jelly?
Doesn't matter.
I think it was strawberry, which I'm more of a fan of grape, but
A
Yeah,
lot of people
same.
are.
um but yeah, it was delicious. And then I tried several other things. Don't even I don't even remember so much, but one one of the breweries that was there was Other Half down in Gowanus.
Hmm.
Yeah, and their beer is always great. But the problem is a lot of these things were like because they were aging these barrels at like houses whiskey and like wines. It's like these very well crafted beer, but we're talking 14% or something, which is just stupid high for a
Really?
beer. Yeah. And but because they're
14% is
so
pretty good.
it is, but because they were so smooth and you didn't like if I'm smart, like I make sure I have a lot of water, I make sure to eat a lot during the day, and pacing. Um, but like if you don't do that and you're knocking these back, you are on the floor after X amount
Yeah.
of yeah. So be smart, and when you go to these type of events, be smart.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So that's pretty much all I got. Yeah, the Barrel Fest was honestly the best thing out of the stuff that I've done in the last few weeks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. Alex, what's up, dude?
Well, I like hearing about Brian's brewery con. That was kind of cool.
That's the best, dude. Brewery cons are fun.
Oh man, so I know like we talked about this outside outside the podcast, but I actually got to watch the whole first season of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yes.
Dude, it is a lot better than I expected. Like I was expecting like because I don't know what it is, but a lot of times when it comes to like Marvel animations, it's like you already know, dude. When it comes to animation, DC usually slaps a lot
Right.
harder than anything else.
Yeah.
But this one was, like I said, a lot better than I expected. It was really good. So it got me intrigued for season two. That's supposed to come out later this year. So
Okay.
yeah, and it's a cool take on it. You know what I mean? So there's that. I got to watch, even though I still got to watch, like, I watch it over again to see what parts I missed, but I got to see a majority of the latest Running Man, the Edgar Wright one.
I need to see that one because I'm a big Egg and Right fan.
It's it's a fun watch, but am I gonna say it's great? No, but it's a really
Right, of
fun
course,
watch.
yeah. That's what it is. It's just a fun popcorn flick.
Yeah, and then I also finally got to see Elio.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, like I've heard a lot of like reviews like more negative than anything else, but I fairly enjoyed it. I
Wait,
mean,
which one is that one?
that's
Is
the the
that the
the, the
one with the
pic.
space?
Yeah, Pixar. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It was okay. I saw it in
yeah.
theaters. I went. I think I went hardly to go see it, and it was okay.
I will say this though, like like it has everything that that makes it a Pixar movie, of course, right? Could have been better, of course, but like it wasn't bad. Like like I said, I enjoyed it. It's not gonna be like a Toy Story or Incredibles or whatever. Like those are like of course key franchises. Or if you want like the sob ones, the ones that really get you emotionally, you could go to Coco or Up.
No, no.
Yeah, no, no. Watched up once. The
Oh,
beginning scene
dude,
alone was
I I
enough.
I still say that the most emotional one or whatever, because I think Brian will totally understand this. The For Pixar, um, on was it Onward?
I never saw it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I saw that one either.
Okay, well that one or whatever, like Brian, the joke that we say that we're that an exclusive club,
Oh yeah.
so it has to do with that.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, so all I'm gonna say is like if you're a member of the DDC, the Dead Dads Club, right, and you had a great relationship with your dad, this is like that movie Onward will pull at your heartstrings. Like
Oh yeah, I forgot about that movie. That yeah. I seen it. I seen it. Yeah.
yeah, so like I said,
That
if you
they're trying to re-wish his dad, but they only get his legs or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, but like I said, like watching that movie, when it came out, dude, I couldn't watch it a second time because I was just like, I'm not ready emotionally for that.
that's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, but then other than that, of course, I've been on like the whole wrestling kick or whatever, and then video games has been Pokemon Legends ZA, and oh my god, dude, I know you and I talked about it, the big jump from episode 1 to episode 2 of Thursday Night Impact,
Yeah,
right? I mean, it's still not like like wow, but the second episode was a much more needed improvement than episode 1.
but you gotta remember, like we've mentioned before, and what other people say all the time is that TNA always finds a way to TNA things, and
And what I
by that I mean like you think they have a solid program, and then they're like swerve this way, and it doesn't really work out the way it's supposed to or the way
But
it
don't
should.
all but don't all companies have that though?
No,
AEW
but
always finds a
TNA
way to
does it in
fail.
such a yeah. But TNA always it never fails that TNA always fucks up something.
Okay, I can see that.
no, but like I mentioned to Steve when we were talking that the problem with this one was that this is supposed to be your debut episode, like well, not this past week, but the week prior. That it's supposed to be your
Yeah.
debut episode, right? And it just felt like my opinion, and it felt like a really good public access, program. And I feel bad saying it like that because like video they had like decent really video quality or whatever, but it was just
Uh-huh.
certain things that like they went for the layup and they totally missed.
Yeah, they missed. They missed. But it's all well, the big thing is that like you're just getting to know all these wrestlers also, and they're all different. But
Yeah,
they just didn't know how to put them out the right way.
yeah, because the whole thing is this, and I know Steve would probably agree with me. Usually, if you have like a new show you're debuting, stuff like that, the idea
Uh-huh.
is that you want to at least introduce like your talents. Like the problem was that TNA they wanted like the way that they took it as well. Our fans are going to be watching this, but you have to think about it like how I always say the example would be like how Stanley always said when it came to comics, you have to kind of give like an introduction to the character and always like, kind of explain, kind of
Hmm.
like what's going on. That's what they kind of needed to do because not every like especially like if you want new eyes on it, you have to
Uh-huh.
kind of explain, who's who, what's what, who's a champion, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They kind of did it, but it wasn't the best way that they could have done it.
No, they could have always done it better. Like that's what it is. What it is. Like they were just like, you know what? If they really want to know more, they can just go on our shit and find their shit. Cheney's been around for a minute. They knew AJ Styles was going to be there. AJ Styles was like pretty much like the key part of TNA for a very long time.
Uh-huh.
So people see that he's there, like, okay, yeah, it's legit what they're doing here.
No, there was one thing that made me laugh that, people that were reviewing it, were saying is like how they mentioned every other person of the past, but they never really mentioned anything of Jeff Jarrett, who actually started it. But then I get it because he's part of the opposing company now, so I kind of
Uh-huh.
get that. But
Yeah,
you can still just kind of give some sort of shout out, no matter what.
yeah, you would think, but no, they're not gonna do that because not only just is the other company, but he's also like the complete opposite because he's part of AEW. But they're also TNA also fucks around with WWE on a whole nother level too. So
Yeah,
like, oh
well,
yeah,
now because remember in what was it around the pandemic time? Impact, before they changed it back to TNA,
yeah,
Impact and AEW had a collaboration. Because
yeah,
remember,
they
what was
did.
it?
Yeah.
Omega was a champion for a bit.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, other than that, dude, like and then I know I sent this message to you earlier, Steve, that for whatever reason, after listening to an episode of Chris Van Vliet, Insight, they were talking about like what are your Mount Rushmore of underrated wrestling theme songs, and I found one of my total favorites.
it's a great one, dude. That is a
Yeah,
great one, dude.
dude, the fourth theme song for Alex Wright in WCW. It is an actual track from this, like it wasn't a WCW, like how WCW had like the generic music or whatever. No,
Hmm.
they actually got some dude or whatever that did techno music, and this was, and it's catchy as hell. And every time you hear that theme song, you want to do that stupid Alex Wright dance.
Oh God.
It's fun. It's
Dude,
fun.
dude, like if Brian, if you hear this, it's gonna bring you back to like 90s WCW.
Nice. Like Sega Genesis type 8-bit
Yeah.
Yeah,
8-bit graphic.
Yep.
like
Mm-hmm.
Streets of Rage 2, kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Which to this day, I still say that that's like one of the best video game tracks of all time.
Oh,
That's
absolutely. Absolutely.
the stage one of Streets of Rage 2.
Hmm. Yep.
And what I
With the,
love is, was in Streets of Rage 4, they had like an homage to that track.
I only ever played Streets of Rage 4 once. I have it. It's on my library for my PlayStation. But like the only time I
Dude, it's a fun game. I
it
remember
is.
that I stopped playing it for a while because I was stuck on one stage, and then
Yeah.
then when I went back to it, I figured out like what to do, and I was just like, I could have just done this, motherfucker.
Streets of Rage 4 I downloaded for PlayStation in 2020. Uh I the girls were brand new. And I was on night duty, so Meg could sleep. And like um I stayed up, and the girls at that point, they were just, wrapped in their swaddled in their blanket, and you know the occasional, like quick, like, okay, here's a pacifier or here's a bottle at night. But like
Right, of course.
but at that age, they were pretty much all about sleep. And so I was like, well, I'm up, since got to be on duty right now. And
You said duty.
and then I remember buying Streets of Rage 4 for the PlayStation library, because the game was brand new. And I played it every night for like, I think it was 3 nights, and I beat it. And that's the last time I ever played a game, was when my girls were like a week old. And
Nice.
meanwhile now they're basically 6.
So
I mean,
exciting.
Yeah,
I
well,
know. Oh,
I will say this though, and I did get Streets of Rage 2, but my favorite beat 'em up to this day still has to be Shredder's Revenge. Shredder's Revenge to me is one of like the ultimate beat 'em ups at this point.
that
I
that
respect
game,
yeah,
yeah,
like
it's a
I respect,
complete throwback.
yeah, but other than nostalgia of the 80s Turtles, cartoon and stuff like
Hmm.
that,
Hmm.
and a lot of the Easter eggs that if you're a fan of the Ninja Turtle universe, you can pick up,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Um it's just the like Streets of Rage 4 is good, but it Shredder's Revenge felt like let's make it let's make it a little faster and a little,
Hmm.
like a little more button friendly,
Yeah.
you know. But combos and everything in Streets of Rage, amazing. Like, it's still a fun game. But it's just like Turtles just took the beat 'em up thing and like amped it up to like 11.
Hmm.
But I will say, like, classics like Final Fight and like original Streets of Rage and stuff like that, like, it's still great.
Oh yeah.
But then, like, of course, when you go back to play, you're just like, you forget how slow it is.
Yeah.
Kind of like playing original Street Fighter 2, And then when you go to like Street Fighter 2, or Super Street Fighter 2, where they upped it up a little bit, and you're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I went back. I have the on the library. I have the Capcom Classics,
Yeah.
and it has all those Street Fighter games, and I'm just like, I tried playing the very first Street Fighter once, and I'm just
Oh,
like,
dude, it like it is annoying,
I can't do it. I look at it, I'm like, no.
dude. The like, what is it? What is it? The hitbox or whatever. It's like very off, and
Yeah,
like the power dynamic. Like let's say if you get hit, you get hit a lot more. Like it's and the buttons. It's not like delayed, but it kind of feels like it.
it makes me like, you know what I wish was on, you know what I wish was available to get on the PlayStation Store or any console really, um, not counting Steam Deck, uh, the the old school Capcom versus SNK games, or like the original Marvel versus Capcom games.
They do have that, and that's the I think they call it the Marvel beat 'em up collection. They have that. But the
Interesting.
only thing that kind of sucks though is that I think they only have it to like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, because of course they have what is it, the X-Men fighting, X-Men is it Children of the Atom, I forget. That's the fighting
Yep.
game, whatever. X-Men versus Street Fighter. They have the original Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and as a throwback, which is more of a beat 'em up game, but they have it, the Punisher beat 'em up game that you could play as
Hmm.
Punisher or Nick Fury.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, that came out, so you can look it up. You can go to the PlayStation Store and look up. I think it's called the Marvel Beat 'Em Up Collection.
You know, I'm on the PS app right now actually.
And then the other thing this weekend was that this Saturday just passed was my mom's birthday, so that was nice. We plans kind of got altered because of like part of it due to the weather, and other part of it due to other stuff that I don't want to get into, but all in all, my mom enjoyed herself. She was very
That's a
happy.
good thing. That's a good thing. That's a great thing, actually.
Yeah, so like that was really nice. And then Sunday, when like how I started. Well, here, well, Steve, you wouldn't know because you're in Florida, so you didn't have to deal with the snow, right? I remember I
Thank
woke up in the morning.
goodness.
I woke up in the morning, like after going to use the bathroom, or whatever, and I looked outside, and the first thing in my mind, I just looked outside, and I was like, nope. I went to go make something to eat, and then I went back to sleep.
Yeah, no,
Although right
I don't
now,
have to deal with this now.
Yeah.
although right now, Steve's in what are you at, 45 degrees right now?
Yes, it is 45 degrees right now.
Anybody who isn't
So
from New York or whatever, that's out there in Florida, whatever, is like, how can you live in this, Arctic weather?
Yeah, pretty much. I saw this
People,
well,
TikTok
like,
the other day. The dude
dude,
was like,
people like us or whatever would probably walk around with like tank tops and shorts.
I don't know, tank tops, shorts. Yes, I don't know
Yeah.
about tank tops though.
well, before we got the snow, but we were still having like, you know, single and double and like teen digit weather. Um,
I
like,
mean, it's tolerable until the wind hits.
yeah, but here's New Yorkers for you. Brr. Oh, I'm gonna go for a run in shorts. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Brr, I'm
yeah,
going. I'm
yeah.
going to my bodega. Let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah. Expect
You're not
this.
wrong, dude.
I
You're not wrong.
Oh, look, bodega cat.
Yeah. Ye- Or as I or as I like to joke around with a friend, you are a good manager.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because the joke always was that the bodega cat is the manager of the stuff of the bodega.
You you should. I mean, you guys as well as anybody who's watching us or listening, check out if you're not on Instagram already with it. Check out Bodega Cats of Instagram. It's a fun page. I follow it
It's the fucking best. It is the fucking best.
because they're like what is it? One like on top of like the ATM machine, the other one just like You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to make sure that no one's gonna fuck with the machine. Putting those
Hmm.
credit, those credit card scanners and shit like that.
Yeah.
That cat
Well,
or
I mean,
whatever is gonna come out of nowhere, slash your face like a fucking Tom and Jerry cartoon, or more like Itchy and Scratchy, and
Yep.
then he's gonna be like, "Get the fuck out my store."
well, I mean, Kevin Smith had it down in the '90s with Clerks. He had a bodega cat in their store.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
you know what? It was funny how like depending because in the past it was mostly like uh well, like I think it was more like the Hispanic bodegas that always had the cat there, and then later on,
Mhm.
everyone just adopted the concept of like, you know what, you want to make this a legit bodega, get the cat.
You have to. I think it's. I think if it's by law, you have to have a bodega cat to be in your store.
Well,
Yeah,
the
pretty
other thing
much.
is you cannot refer to it as a true bodega if you don't have a bodega cat.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's
You're
so
damn right about that.
it's so
So
true.
if I was going back into my TikTok and I saw this one from this Floridian that's like like New Yorkers are weird. So I'm gonna play it because it's a funny one.
And the current weather in Naples, Florida is 42 degrees. Do not believe anything anybody tells you about liking that it's cold in Florida right now. I want to be clear. Floridians, we don't like cold weather. We don't invite cold weather. We don't appreciate cold weather. This ain't cute. You're not going to see those jokes about people running outside with their shorts and their shirts off. That's not going to happen. That's not what's happening in Naples, Florida. My hands are ashy. My hands look like they've been dipped in something extremely Caucasian, came out with no lotion. You would think I was choking Casper the Friendly Ghost's baby mama. I don't know. I'm not going to put on no lotion because it stings, okay? My lips are chapped. My lips are chapped like Ashley chapped, like the pants Prince used to wear with no butt. My lips are very chapped. If I blew a kiss right now, it'll feel like you tongue kissing two bricks. The brick that Macaulay Culkin threw off the top of that building in Home Alone Part 2, it hit him in the head, and he was like, it gave him a knot. My lips are chapped. I have a cold. When I woke up this morning, I didn't have a cold. When I walked outside, I instantly got a cold. I'm scared to look up because the sun in my eyes, the sun ain't doing his damn job. The sun is on vacation. The sun is on a lunch break. It's 42 degrees down here. 42 to us feels like negative 18 to y'all. So y'all don't get on this camera from the people up there saying, oh, come to here. We're cold up here. You don't know what it feels like. Come to Seattle. Come to New York. I don't want to come there. That's the reason I pay these damn bills down here. That's the reason I live in this expensive ass state. That's the reason I'm on this peninsula. So I don't have to deal with weather like this. The grass is cold. The grass right now is practicing circumcision. The grass look like this on the ground. If I showed y'all the grass don't want to come out to play. It all look like an elephant trunk. It's cold down here. I am speaking on the behalf of every Floridian, naturally born and raised, not you snowbirds that come down here and can't drive and leave your blinker on and drive slow in the left lane on I-75 north and south. This is for real Floridian. My name is Josh Prey. I'm cold. I don't like a cold front. I wish the cold front would go to hell where it's warm. You can tell it's cold. Even the white people out here. And y'all know white people like to walk in cold weather and stuff like that. I'm breaking the black rule. My black card is being revoked right now for making this video outside. But all the white people, there's none out here. The white people don't even want to come out to play. Go on in the house. My name is Josh Prey.
That was great.
Yeah, yeah.
No, the video that I sent you guys the other day, the thing about like people dealing with the snow in the Midwest or whatever.
Hmm.
I don't have to deal with alligators. Don't have to deal with earthquakes. Don't have to deal with hurricanes. Don't have to deal with alligators. Don't have to deal with the mantra just so you can be like just to deal with the snow. But I'll be honest with you, dude. Like to me, the whole thing is this. It's you already know. Like I hate the heat. So
Hmm.
I would rather deal with the cold any day of the week, right? Because at least with the cold you can dress up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My
It
problem
is
I
what it
have
is.
with this, my problem with this weather is it's not even the cold. It's not even the snow itself. It's just the people that don't shovel, and then you can't get anywhere.
Oh, dude, I totally agree with you with
There you
that.
go.
That's fucking annoying as fuck, especially in areas where you know that people need to walk,
Hmm.
and they're just like, ah, they'll walk over it. It's
It's
fine.
the inconvenience of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just. I mean, we're basic. I mean, where I live is we're basically trapped
That's not good.
because my house being on the corner inside a hidden driveway. My next door neighbor moved, so they're not there to shovel. And then every other house is just lazy, except my one
No
neighbor's been
bueno.
driving. No, except my one neighbor's been driving his big truck around the property just to flatten out all the snow, so like it just goes quicker. He's the
Well, that's
one person
fair.
doing the whole.
That's
Yeah, he's the
that
one.
is rather nice.
God damn it!
Yeah,
Now Brian got me thinking about that song from Cold Chamber.
but like aside from myself,
You don't remember that
or my
song,
mom
Steve?
do show.
Mm-mm.
Dun, 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 big truck.
Oh,
But yeah, I mean, like nobody out here does anything, and like trying to get from my house to the bus this morning just to walk was just a fucking nightmare, and then coming back tonight was not as bad because the plows had gone through, but it was just like it's just when it gets to the point where nobody actually does anything, and it just becomes these mountains. Like I waited on top of a mountain to cross and get on my bus this morning. Like I
nope,
had to climb Everest.
nope,
No,
nope, nope, nope,
He
nope,
need
I'm good.
nope, nope,
Nope,
nope,
nope,
nope,
nope,
nope, nope, nope,
nope,
nope,
nope,
nope,
nope,
nope.
nope,
nope.
nope, nope,
Like
nope, nope, nope.
Like Vicky
alluding to his
Buzzard.
vulture.
Vicky
Uh huh.
Yeah,
Buzzard. Oh,
yeah.
nope, nope, nope,
Nope,
nope.
nope.
And then Brian's climbing up, like like he needed a Sherpa and everything or whatever, and you just hear Brian just climbing up that mountain. Doo-dum, doo-dum, dum, doo-dum, 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 and then just falls. Ah!
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need that
Hmm.
shit anymore.
No.
I'll pass.
No, the one thing that I get like upset when it comes to like with the whole snow thing is like at least in like certain areas of the city, you already know, Steve, like from years of experience. Whenever you get like giant snowfalls or whatever, they have those big machines that you could take them and it breaks the piles of snow.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
so I'm just like, yo, you gotta put that in all four boroughs and maybe even Staten Island, because Staten Island's
that'd
not
be
as bad.
nice if you could do that.
You
Hey,
know,
we're a borough.
no, you're not. If you can't take a train directly to it, it's not a fucking borough, dude.
There was an original plan to get the train to come to Staten Island, and then
And then
it was
and then they looked at it and they went, nope.
Then they were like, "Oh yeah, we got to build a tunnel underneath the water already." Again, yeah,
Dude, if they had those drills from like turtles or whatever, like it'd make it a lot easier. But they don't have that.
yeah.
Even though
Unfortunately,
the turtles are based in New York, but it's only a comic and a cartoon and
it's
a
only
and
movie.
fictional characters.
Yeah,
and several live action films
yeah.
with
Right,
only
right.
with only three of them being good, and the third one not as good but still okay.
Still
Okay,
pretty
well,
good. Still
let me
pretty
tell you.
good.
All
The
right, let's
original
see.
trilogy is pretty dope.
The original
The
trilogy,
f-
the third one or whatever, when they went back in time, that one was
Yeah,
a mess, dude.
it was still
it
fun as
wasn't.
shit though.
It's
No,
fun as
no,
shit.
the second one, fucking Secret of the Ooze, which is out of the three, that is my
That's
favorite one because it had the feel of like live action, but it also felt like the cartoon a little bit. That was fun, right? The first one was serious and is really good, but the second one, like since the way I became a Turtles fan was because of the cartoon. That's why I love the second
yeah.
one way more. That third
Yeah,
one, whatever, was just like, what the fuck is this?
I love the
But
third
Yeah.
one.
but then the
I
other
love that third
turtle,
one.
but then what is it? The movie, the CGI one, TMNT. That's a really good movie.
Yeah, but we're not counting those.
Turtles Forever, which was
Not
like
counting that either.
We
that one was fun. But then Mutant Mayhem was like really good.
Wasn't counting that either.
no
So you just
no it
counted the
wasn't.
first three.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah,
yeah.
live action, not cartoon.
No,
Cartoon turned out
no,
We
bad.
weren't even counting. We weren't even counting the Michael Bay Transformers. The ones the Ninja Turtles that look like Transformers. Yeah, no, we weren't even counting those either. No.
Let me tell you
You
something
know,
right now, man. The only reason why I kind of like was happy with the second one because they actually introduced Bebop and Rocksteady live action, or what I mean, even though it was CGI, like, but still, you know what I
Yeah,
mean, like
yeah,
just the idea of having, like the original, you know, goons from the cartoon, like, oh, they're
yeah.
finally here, and then they also introduced Krang, but it was kind of disappointing, but whatever.
Yeah.
It was
Again,
well,
no
yeah.
reason to even talk
That
about those.
that one was
A thing. It
Stephen M.
happened.
Stephen Amell as being introduced as Casey Jones.
Yeah.
And then after that, when
Seamus
they were thinking about doing the third one, they were just like, nah.
Seamus was Bebop. I forget who played Rocksteady.
Oh, Uncle Ruckus.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right.
That's funny. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Dude, every time when I heard Bebop talk, all I kept thinking about is like you're gonna hear that horn music of Uncle Ruckus every time when he comes on, on the boondocks. I always thought like you're gonna hear that music in the background.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
I
can see
hope to
it.
God that someone takes that and goes online every time Bebop comes out in the Michael Bay thing and just had
Hey, I wouldn't be
that
surprised if
track.
they already have. You just haven't found it.
Yeah, you know what? Now it gives you something to search for.
Now you go on a deep dive,
Mhm.
see where it takes you.
Oh man. Oh,
It's a
dude,
fun time.
it's kind of funny how I just reminded myself, like, I don't know, Brian, like, if you would know, but has there been any new episodes of South Park or nothing as of yet?
Not yet. No.
Okay, because I was just like, after the last one, for the holiday season, I was just like, oh man, I can't wait to see what's next, and they were just like, well, we're gonna take a break, motherfucker.
Isn't it usually like that though? Don't they usually like take a break after Christmas?
Yeah, but the thing that just kind of sucks is that what was it? They were pushing the episodes like every other week versus how like they
Hmm.
did in the past. But then I
Yeah.
get it. You're trying to stretch out your content, because well, part of it is like they want to get some people upset on purpose. Like well,
Hmm.
we have a 50 episode deal for what was it, 5 billion?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it
So
was a lot of money.
yeah.
A
So,
stupid amount of money.
but you know what though? I think they deserve it.
Oh yeah.
For sure. Absolutely.
But at the same time, you're just kind of like, I mean, you kind of don't want like you want them to do the best job that they can, which totally respectable. But at the same time, as a fan, you're just like, damn, I want more.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh my god. So Steve, what you
It
been up to, dude?
happens. So this year, we haven't really spoken about what I've been doing as far as anything other than the horror stuff. Kind of stepping away from doing the horror shit like I've been doing this last, what, 3 years in a row.
Hmm.
So what I am doing, what I'm currently doing at the moment, doing, I'm going through what is this? The uh, 1001 albums to listen to. So every day I go on this and it basically sends me a new album to listen to every single day. And I have found some new shit, a lot of old shit that I don't want to listen to ever again. That shit that I'm like, wow, this is actually really good. And my algorithm, as far as my music algorithm, has become completely different than what it was previously.
You had
And
it
I'm
set
not
up a
mad
certain
about it.
way.
And
No,
I'm
I'm
not
saying you
mad
have it. You
about
have
it.
it set up a certain way, and then you're just like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, for sure. Like, let's go with the first one. The first album that I had was Van Halen's Van Halen. Absolute classic, for sure. The second album that I had the next day was the Isley Brothers, 3+3.
Okay.
Another fantastic album. What was after that? Uh, Wire's Pink Flag. Gave that one a 4. After that one, it was
Out of
Simon and
what,
Garfunkel.
10?
No, out of 5.
Oh, okay, okay.
Simon and Garfunkel was the next one. Bookends. That was a good album. Gave that a 5.
Classic.
REM's, yeah. REM's Automatic for People. Automatic for the People. That was the next one. Then it was Rush, 2112.
Another
Fle-
classic.
Fleetwood Mac.
Was that a Freudian slip?
It could have been.
Fleetwood.
It could have been.
So is the episode title going to be Fleetwood Whack?
We could do that. We could do that. No, but I gave that one a 5 because Rumors. Rumors is a great album.
For sure.
One that I didn't know anything about was Abdullah Ibrahim. I was like, what the fuck is this? Turns out it was actually a jazz album. It's really fucking good.
Nice.
Didn't know anything about that one. So I'm like, yo, this is great. Then, of course, Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix and the Electric Ladyland. Awesome album. Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill.
Fucking classic.
Yeah.
Fucking classic. That's a 10 out of 11. That's a 10 out of 5.
Pretty
That's
much.
11. That's 11 out of 5.
Yeah. Then the next one after that was Slattery Kinley. That was okay. I gave that one a 3. It was Dig Me Out. It was okay. It was all right. It was Tracy Chapman right after that one.
Wow, you're really all over the place.
Yeah. Then the Apex Twins after that.
Dude, your algorithm is fucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
gotta-
Ray Price. It's one of those albums like, okay, yeah, I can't listen to this again. I gave that one a 3. Rod Stewart's Gasoline Alley.
Okay.
Beatles, The Hard Day's Night. I gave that one a 2 because I can give a fuck less about the Beatles.
Thank you.
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
I feel kind of bad because I understand the influence and all that stuff for this, for people, but I
put because for every album you could put in a review or whatever, and I pretty much said I'm not a fan of the Beatles, but I appreciate what they've done for music, but I really can't get to them. I can't get into it.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
Yeah.
like I said, like how we said, get the influence, but doesn't influence me.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't do anything for me.
It influences me to what?
It influences me to change the station.
Yeah, pretty much. Then the next one after that was actually an album that I couldn't find on Spotify because it is an old DJ album. And it was a Cold Cut, and the name of the album is What's the Noise. It's really fucking cool.
Did you have to go to like YouTube or something?
Yeah, it was on YouTube.
Okay.
I found that one there. Then I got John Lee Hooker, The Healer. That was an okay album, wasn't bad. Then that was followed by Ray Charles. And then Frank Zappa, James Brown, Stevie Wonder, Iggy Pop, Goldie, Morrissey was yesterday, and then today was Marvin Gaye.
Nice.
Now, my question, which I wanted to ask you earlier, but you were going through your list. So this is a list that you just have to go through every day, or is it randomized?
It's randomized. So I don't pick who I'm going to listen to next, but it just tells me, okay, this is what you're going to listen to.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'll just go with it because it's not hard. All I got to do is go through whatever is going to be next. So like right now, being that I already had listened to the Marvin Gaye album, the next one that's for tomorrow is Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton.
Your face says it all, dude.
No, actually, no. Correction. It's John Mayall and the blah blah blah, the Blue Breakers.
Fucking
with Eric Clapton.
Oh, okay.
The Blue Breakers. That.
Oh.
Look at that. You can see it nice and clearly. Look at that. Yeah. That's the album for tomorrow from 1966. And then if you don't know who it is, it also gives you like a little breakdown of the Wikipedia of, of
Okay.
the artist and everything. It's pretty cool.
So how did you come across this challenge or whatever?
I was scrolling through TikTok and it was one of the person was like, "Oh yeah, if you're ever looking for music that you want to listen to and you're just tired of listening to the same thing all the time, just look for the 1001 uh album generator, and every day it gives you a different album to listen to. You don't tell it what you listen to. You don't tell it what you've heard before. Just gives you a totally different album to listen to. And it's been pretty solid so far.
Minus the one or two that you mentioned.
Right, exactly. Minus one or two that I was like, yeah.
I give this a meh out of meh.
No, but I like the fact that like it's giving me a lot of things that I'm just like, okay, this is different, but I'm into it. I've had a few EDM albums on there, a couple DJs. It's pretty cool shit. Like, of course, you guys know, like I listen to a lot of music. I've always listened to a lot of different types of music, and I'm
Yeah,
always ready to listen to more, other than the Beatles. Um,
Zan's the Beatles.
right, right, right. But this was a pretty good challenge, and I was like, fuck it, let's go. I figured it'd be something different, and this can go on forever and ever for however long it takes to do the whole 1001 albums. Um,
Hmm.
I mean, like you already know. Like, listen, most albums are between half an hour to 45 minutes on average.
right,
You
exactly.
know,
That's why it's not a bad thing to do. Like literally, I'll start it at the beginning of the day, and then I'll probably give it another listen to towards the end of the day.
so you listen to it twice.
Yeah,
Okay, just to kind of see, like, like the initial listen, and then you give it again, just to, like, "Oh, let me
yeah.
see."
To take a deeper dive into the album, give it a little bit
Yeah.
more of a listen, and see how I feel about it. Yeah,
Now, my random question: did you do that with the Beatles, or you were just like, "No, I'm just doing that once"?
I just did it once. No, correction. I did it 1.5 times.
The second one was the reassurance of like, "Yeah, I'm not doing this again to me."
Right, exactly. Yeah. I could say for sure I did it once.
It was like, oh, how do people get through this?
Right.
Well, I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
taste of music and the type of music was a lot
It's
different back
also
then
yeah.
versus
It's
now.
all. It's also yeah. But also like music is subjective. Some people like music. Some people love the music that we listen to all the time. Other
Hmm.
people say it's complete trash. Just like some people will say, "Oh yeah, ASAP Rocky is the best rapper ever alive." When others are like, "Yo, this dude is hot garbage."
You
Dude,
know,
you already know. I guess like maybe it's because we're around that age or whatever, but like I just think a lot of the music nowadays or whatever is just hard.
No, and
yeah,
that's totally understandable. That's totally understandable
and
because but it's if you gotta remember like that's not for you. You're not the target audience for them. Just like us right here on the show, we're not the target audience for everybody.
right. Uh, ASAP Rocky was recently on Jimmy Fallon because he was in New York. For he was the musical guest on SNL.
Yeah,
Like 2 weeks. It was the one when Finn Wolfhard was the host,
yeah. Because he
and
dropped, he just got
he's
an
like,
album like I think it was last week or whatever. He dropped an album.
yeah, it was like that same week. And so he actually had a signing. Before I get into him talking on Fallon, he did a signing in one of those abandoned, um, not abandoned, but one of those like for lease vacant storefronts that's next door to Five Guys on 6th Ave and 14th Street.
Hmm.
And so like there were the line of people like waiting for him, and then like they were setting up everything inside a few Saturday. That's the Saturday before the Saturday he did SNL. But so I'm watching him on Fallon and just listening to this guy, speak about humanity and family, and it's just like I don't know his music. It's not my style of music, but just listening to the way this guy talks about his upbringing, it's like It's like you gotta be like, yo, I feel sorry you had to grow up with X, Y, and Z, and it's so it's so heartwarming that you chose to live the life you chose, and like
Mm-hmm.
the love, like the love he has for Rihanna and his kids.
Yeah,
It's like the love we have for our people, and Steve, in your case, and myself, it's the love we have for our kids.
yeah.
And it's just yeah, I just had to, it's like it's humbling to like watch, and but as for his music, I don't know it. And to go on back on Alex's point, music, it's a tough thing. You gotta We all have our own taste. We have similarities, but we also like, I can like this, you can be like, no.
Yeah.
But at least we don't but at least we can all agree on the Beatles. Nah.
No, I'll give you an
Right. Yeah.
example that
That's
people get
the
shocked
biggest thing
about.
that we agree on completely.
Yeah, I can tell you like something, for me that, people are surprised that I would say it, but like even though a lot of like I know you two probably love them, but I really can't stand Linkin Park. Right? I think like in my
That's
honest opinion,
understandable.
no, I'm saying I think the only good song that they have is One Step Closer. And then when I heard Hybrid Theory for the first time, I can tell that they were trying to make a mainstream album, and so like it really deterred me even more so. So
Okay, fine. I mean,
but
I don't like every
go ahead.
I don't like everything. I don't like everything they put out. I like a handful of this and that and the other thing. And
It,
also most of the new album with the chick, it's pretty solid. But
It is.
yeah, you have to be like, I don't like bands like A Day to Remember.
That's fair. That's fair because they are an emo band. Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, so it's funny. Like I heard of them, but I don't really know them. So maybe it's that kind of music that I probably avoided anyway.
Right.
Yeah, but
No, see, like I'll listen to just about anything. Like there are days that I'll literally go on Spotify and be like, "Yo, let's find this
The
one group that
Beatles.
I've been listening to." No, no,
But
yeah, no.
only because it was on his list. He was like, he looked at it and he just went, shit.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what I said. Um, there's this one band that I've been listening to that they aren't uh, a metal band or a rock band or even a jazz type band. They're kind of like an EDM band, and I'm a big fan. And it's a band called Tame Impala, and I really like what they put out. It's really fun. It's really jazzy. It's real chill. It's something that I'm like, yo, like I could get behind this shit. I could listen to shit all the fucking time. And there are times that I'll just literally like, I'll just put it on and it'll just be like, yo, this shit is fucking dope. Like I was writing it today after work. I was like, this shit is fucking cool.
It kind of reminds me of like, how you have like bands, like some of your go-to bands or whatever, and you already know this infamous for me that I love Corn, but I hate that fucking dubstep album. That's like
Right.
the
And
one.
that's
That's the
fair. And
one
that's
album
fair.
I never bought from Corn because when I listened to it, I was just like, oh, this is.
Right. Because that's all that came out also at the point that all the EDM stuff was more like robots were fucking each other and shit, you know?
2011,
Yeah.
2011.
Transformers porn.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Tra-
2011.
uh 2011, yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't a good album. They only had that one single that was like, yeah, this is a pretty dope single. But after that, it was like, yeah.
Mhm.
No, see, but like I've become after working 4 festivals,
Mhm.
I can say that like, oh, I can dig this shit. I could actually go out and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this because it's pretty fucking cool. I can listen to EDM like, yo, this is awesome. Same thing, same reason why I'm like, yo, I can actually sit and listen to fucking a good chunk of country too. Because I've
I can
worked like,
give it the respect. I just don't like it.
and that's
like
fair, and that's completely fair. Like I've been to 6 or 7 massive country concerts to be like, yo, like this is actually good. Like I could see why people hate it, but if you really dig into it, you're like, oh, like you can appreciate the fuck out of it at the same time.
Oh no, no, like for me, it's just I try my best not to yuck someone's yum, but there's just like certain things to me, like
Other than the Beatles.
yeah, other than the Beatles, it's like saying like like for me, like there's this like certain artists or whatever that everybody loves that I'm just like you know that I kind of like I can't stand. Like for example, people love Beyonce, I can't stand it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Right? Like, I
That's
give the
fair.
respect because, as an artist, they're talented. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
But
Just like we all know Charlie. We all love Charlie. One of the biggest things that one of the biggest bands that he hates is System of a Down. People absolutely fucking love System of a Down. Charlie's like, fuck these bitches.
I like
I
a
can't
handful
take
of
him serious
things.
because he likes Dave Matthews. I'm just saying.
Dave Matthews is really good though, dude.
I don't know, man. I mean,
I
I say
enjoy.
right now, in my honest opinion, System of a Down over Dave Matthews any fucking day of the week, dude.
I
Uh,
like them both. I
and
like them
also,
both.
I I've met Dave Matthews. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
He could be a nice guy, whatever. It's just not for me. Like I try
No,
my best. I like listen. I understand that there's like I said, certain music or whatever. I just like, oh no, thank you, no.
I will much rather listen to Dave Matthews than System of a Down.
And that's fair. And that's completely fair.
And
I'm gonna have to
and
get off for a second. Ugh.
I
Yeah.
like certain I like certain System songs, but I can't
Can't
go,
get into
okay,
all of
I'm
it.
gonna play this
You can't do
album.
all of it.
Yeah.
Right, for sure. You have to be in a specific mood to do it.
Well, I would say the one band that that I do like, and a lot of people cut ass on them or whatever, is and but I like a lot more of their older stuff. Nickelback. And Nickelback, you already know a lot of people, cut ass on them. And to me, it's just like if you listen to a lot of like the older stuff or whatever, it's like it's kind of good. It's like it was so good that one of their songs was part of the Raw theme song for years. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
you have to have
people hate on
something.
them. People hate on them because they were just the most generic of generic bands for the
Oh,
time.
dude, there was a joke online. I forgot what cartoon thing or whatever did it. So someone was doing like it was like a thing of Mario Paint, if you remember that old game for Super Nintendo, and it's
Yeah.
Mario,
Yeah.
and he's playing like it's playing a Nickelback thing that was made created in Mario Paint, and he's just like, is this about the one about the photograph or something that reminds you or whatever? Like
That's hilarious.
no. So there's been a joke, and it really sucks because it's kind of true though. You can take at least 3 or 4 different Nickelback tracks and play them like continuously, and it kind of sounds like the same song.
That's the same thing with Godsmack.
Yes.
Yeah, but I only really like their first album more.
So with
It's all literally like all the albums are the exact same thing as the first album. Yeah. So
my
yeah.
favorite thing about my favorite Nickelback thing is every time they had a major hit on the radio, Chad Kroger cut his hair just a little shorter.
So I guess what for the upcoming album, whatever, he's gonna get scalped.
Basically.
Pretty much.
Uh,
What I would say
Um,
about Nickelback is like white bread. Everybody just has a nice little taste of white bread.
um, I thought it would have been funny if like when Alex mentioned Nickelback and then we all went silent for a little bit. You should have
Yeah,
played a
we
sound
did.
like crickets.
Yeah, that would have been great. That would have been great. I should
oh
have
no,
thought about that.
well,
But I
I'm
didn't.
just saying right now, like how we talked about it too. It's like a lot of the newest stuff, like I not really, but like I said, the older stuff, some of the older stuff is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's just weird that they were like one of those like alternative rock bands or whatever that were in a metal label
Mhm.
because remember they were part of Roadrunner.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. But also, honestly,
Oh, that's
with
another band
Nickelback,
or whatever that I fucking love, and I know Brian is not really like a fan of them like that. Fucking Slipknot.
I love
yeah,
Slipknot.
not a Slipknot fan.
That's fair.
Brian,
But
it seems
it's
like
also fun.
you're gonna probably get voted out from us for being a part of the podcast, dude.
I'll
Nah.
come with my I'll come with my own shit and be I'll be the inner city geek. You can't copy there's no copyright infringement there. Uh,
You know what's funny is I bet you somebody already has that, and you'd just be like, "Son of a bitch!
Yeah,
I should
somebody
have just
does.
held my opinion on
Yeah.
fucking Slipknot."
Nah, but like I love Slipknot. I've seen them multiple times live.
I do
And
remember
that shows
the
that I've
first.
actually paid for, not even like just
Oh, dude, I
working.
remember the like the first and only time I got to see Slipknot is when you and I went to go see him at
Yeah,
MSG
yeah,
with
yeah,
fucking Trivium and Coheed and Cambria, and that's another one.
yes.
Coheed and Cambria, like like that wasn't for me really, but
I can't get behind them, even though they are one of us. Can't get behind them.
yeah, but
Like their albums are. You can literally listen to their albums while reading a comic book that they wrote. But I still don't want to do it.
yeah, like
yeah.
that's how I feel about Lamb of God. Could never get into them. They're
That's
great. I just
so sad. I
Yeah,
love Lamb
Lamb of
of
God
God.
is fucking fantastic, dude.
Yeah.
sure cool, but not my thing.
That's fair. That's very fucking fair.
It's like saying
Like
like the one opinion that I have that like I know Brian gets upset with saying it. I think Creed is better than Alter Bridge, but I'm only gonna say with this that for their first album, My Own Prison, that is the only Creed album that I like. Everything after that, when he started getting like Jesus heavy and all that stuff, was just like nope. Even though technically, if you listen to My Own Prison, they're like one or two like faith-based songs, but but that album, My Own Prison, was fucking fantastic.
but they've always been face based.
No,
There's
but it was
Their
never
like
whole
it was more so like like you're thinking like, are you like televangelist now? What the fuck?
it's always been that, dude. They've always been that. No, but like I've always loved Lamb of God, and I especially grew more into Lamb of God after um he went to prison for accidentally killing somebody on stage.
Dude, my late friend Josh, he was the one that got me into Lamb of God. And then I know you when you put me more like when I found out you liked them too, we were just like, yeah.
Yeah. Like I've read his book and I'm like, yo, like he went through some shit for shit that he technically didn't do.
Yeah, but since what was it? Is that someone got killed in the show, right? Sound like that?
He felt the dude from the crowd fell off the stage because he came on the stage while they were performing.
Oh, and I guess what he tried to like, crowd surf and no one caught him.
He fell. He fell off the stage.
Oh, dude, one of the funniest things I've seen maybe one time at a concert, and I forgot which one it was, when like someone went to go crowd surf, and I guess since the person was of a bigger persuasion, the people moved out the way, and the guy just fell on the floor.
When you're a bigger persuasion, you don't crowd surf.
Dude, I've seen shows where like they try to put the big dude there because they're just like fuck it, like they
Oh,
try.
dude, I've seen
But
it
I'm
too.
just saying, no,
I've actually experienced it while I was working at a show, and the big dude was fucking climbing on the fucking thing. No, fuck that.
no. Well, what I've seen that like the happy medium of when you have a big dude that's gonna like that does the crowd surfing, he doesn't jump from the stage. They sometimes or whatever they'll try to pick him up or whatever, and you see everyone struggling like it looks like ants trying to pick
Mhm.
up a grain of rice or whatever the fuck, and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it
yeah,
it, it, it
yeah.
kind of goes up for a second, but at the same time you kind of hear the in your mind. And then,
Mhm.
and then after like one or two people, they just like no, that's it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't do it. Would never. You would never see me crowd surfing. I'm
Since
good.
I've always been a big dude, that was the
No.
one thing I was just like I keep thinking like someone's just gonna be like fuck that power bomb, and
Yeah,
now I'm paralyzed.
yeah. No, I'm good. I will pass on that, dude. No need for it. No need for it at all. No. So we've been going on for about an hour or so.
I just think catching up. This is the episode.
I think we can. I think we can do it because it's just
Yeah,
about midnight right now.
it is. Yeah, it's officially midnight.
Yeah.
It's after midnight. That's the next album you're probably gonna get eventually. You can get fucking
I'm
Thriller,
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I'll get that
and
album
actually
pretty
that's a good
soon.
album
Play
too.
play Thriller on fucking repeat because that's an album.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I've heard it plenty of times. I like that we've done pretty much just about everything on it. We did a bit of video games, a little bit of music,
Mhm.
a little bit of
Yeah, this is
movies.
the
This is
this
just like
has definitely been like the
This
this
is
is
a
the
good
comeback
filler
yeah.
episode.
Go
episode.
on.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
good filler
this is
episode.
we took about what 2 weeks off
Yeah, but
roughly.
responsibilities
Yeah.
before anything else, you know
Yeah.
that already.
Responsibilities,
Yeah.
responsibilities. Sometimes mental health is important. We
Of
need
course.
sometimes as much as we all consider this our therapy session. We needed to
Oh,
just
oh yeah.
recharge our mental batteries.
Oh, dude, you
So
already know, man. I always joke around saying this is therapeutic for me.
same.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And yeah, I tried the therapy thing before. I really did. I did BetterHelp and it was fine. And then after a while, I was just paying X amount of money a month and going like, this is the same shit.
Well,
I'm
through work,
more.
I went through work. They had a program or whatever. You're like, oh, well, they still have it. You could do 5 sessions for free. And I went. And it
Mhm,
was cool. And then the dude was like, "Oh
mhm,
yeah, you should go more to church." I was like, "Yeah, thank you, but no,
Uh,
thank you."
oh, I hate the recruitment. Ugh.
Yeah,
mhm.
Like,
like I'm not
listen,
against it. Like I'm not
no, I'm
against it,
not.
but you don't
No,
have
I'm not.
to.
I
You
am
don't
not
have
knocking
to.
religion whatsoever. You can
Yeah,
believe in what you want to believe in, but I like my honest opinion. I just feel like,
you don't gotta
when you
force it on me. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, like don't like I think it's kind
Yeah,
of a dick move to push your faith on others.
especially when
yeah.
I got away from it for a reason.
Oh, same
Mhm,
here. I
yeah.
Like I had my reasons why I don't follow anymore.
dude, were
Right.
you raised Roman Catholic or?
Yeah, I was raised Catholic.
Yeah, same here. And I did I did all the sacraments
I
until
did all the sacraments. I even taught catechism. I was a catechism teacher for a while, and after a while, I was just like, yeah, no, I can't do this
the only
anymore.
thing I never did was I never got married in church. I did it by law.
Yeah, I didn't get married in church either.
But yeah, so
Same.
what was the thing for you that pushed you away from the religion?
Just a lot of things in general. Like one, why are you taking so much money away from people? Granted, yeah, people aren't they aren't like putting their guns to their heads and shit, but people
Yeah, yeah,
just
but you're
giving
you're,
money
you're
away.
kind of like part is like semi guilt tripping, semi like saying like oh,
Right, like, oh yeah, you're just giving tides. No, you're not. You just get no. Fuck
well, the
you.
one thing that I used to always say, and this to be true, the Vatican. If you go to the Vatican or whatever, a lot of the buildings have
Mhm,
like gold bars or whatever. Why don't
Yeah,
you take that, pawn
mhm.
that, and
right.
fund your churches? I'm just saying.
No, see, but
And another thing is this.
the funding that's going into it is the funding that we're giving that to them, the money that we're giving them is to basically keep these dudes out of fucking jail.
Yes.
Yeah, and instead of
That's one
as
of
you
the
mean,
biggest reasons
yeah, and then
why.
part of it is that, but for me, like what pushed me away was that the one of the pastors or whatever, the father, was giving his homily, and he said this, and like to me, I was just taken back by it. Anybody who doesn't believe in Jesus or believe in the Catholic, the Roman Catholic religion is wrong, and they will burn. I was just like, who the fuck are you to say that? Like, I didn't say that, to him, but
Yeah,
that was just like in my head, like, who the fuck are you to say that? Like, there are like hundreds, maybe even thousands of religions that were, conceived before Catholicism was ever a thing, and you're
yeah,
saying that these people are
Mhm,
wrong for what they believe in? No,
yeah, yeah. No,
I
mhm.
always had the belief, like, different iterations, same fucking God.
yeah.
But like I said, my opinion.
It's not a bad
I think
opinion.
for me, it's just I I don't know what really changed. I did communion and that was a wrap. But then like and this we're talking this I'm baptized Irish Catholic. I'm self I'm like as self-hating Irish Catholic as Matt Murdock. But Only I
Brian's gonna
can
become a
see.
vigilante now.
Yeah, only I can see things. Um, I
You
only
have a
I
leg
only
up. You can see things, but there's just one thing you can't see.
I like I like how Steve caught on to that.
Yeah.
No, no,
Caught
Um,
no.
on real quick.
We all caught up
Caught on
to
real
it. It's
quick.
just
Yeah.
I just
my
had to do.
motto is you can my motto is you can see me. Anyway, so and then
For a price.
uh and yeah, I mean, I still remember going. We did church on like holidays at one point. You know, it was like Easter Sunday, Christmas Eve, and there wasn't really the we
Typical
stopped.
Catholic, right?
Yeah,
No, the number it's three of them or four. Uh, it's fucking Palm Sunday, Easter Sunday, uh,
mhm.
Good Friday, and Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or no,
It's the three
or
zombie.
New Year's, or New Year's.
I never did New Year's.
Yeah, I know my
Same.
mom. We used to
It's
do New Year's a bunch.
it's the three zombie Jesus days and then Christmas. Um, and so um
Ooh, I got a good question to see who you think.
we
Have you actually
we
ever did the thing for Lent that you gave us something for 40 days?
Oh yeah, I've done it
I
when I
tried.
was a
Like,
kid, yeah. When I was
when
a
I was in
kid,
high
yeah,
school.
and yeah.
Go ahead,
what
go
you
ahead, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
what you well, Brian first, and then Steve. I'll ask
Yeah,
you the
yeah.
question in a
Brian,
second.
go first.
Okay, fine. I gave up candy or cookies or whatever junk food thing because I was a heavier kid, uh and then after all this shit, the running joke I have when people do what I got this from my parents. The ashes is dirty forehead day.
That's not a bad one. That's
And
not a bad one at all.
no, no.
Do you know what the
And
ashes are
now
made from?
people, um,
No, it's the
oh,
leftover palms from the previous Palm Sunday
Yeah, yeah.
that they burn them.
oh, wait, so it's not the cats or the dogs or whatever the MAGA culture was saying that the
No,
immigrants are
no,
eating.
no. It's not. It's not. No.
Oh, oh. So,
Never was. Never was. Never will be.
It was the
yeah.
if you're thinking about MAGA, whatever, the ashes are the burnt Epstein files. No one
You,
needs to know.
you know, when I get out of, and when I didn't mention earlier that I'm in Twitter jail on the show, but like
Again.
in about I was back for like a day and a half, and I said I hope he air jerks himself into a stroke, and that was deemed hatred. Um,
Yeah, he's the one
and so
he's the one that's allowing people in
That's the
Minnesota to get
funniest
fucking
shit
killed.
ever, though, dude. That is the funniest shit
it, it,
ever.
if I got to get banned from Twitter by saying I hope he air jerks himself into a stroke, that's Twitter gold. Um, I just I
For
deserve a blue
shame that
check mark.
you're knocking against him, jacking off those invisible giraffes. How dare you?
Yeah.
Um, anyway, so then
Invisible
uh
Giraffes is the name of the episode.
yes.
I love it.
And so
Oh
basically
man.
what happened is that yeah, so with
That's the
back in
next
the
Coldplay
church
album
thing,
too.
so yeah. And it's gonna be a picture of the guy and the lady that were cheating on each other on their spouses.
Yeah. And then you're gonna see like it's faded. It's gonna be a picture of David Schwimmer's character from fucking Madagascar. Just giving that face.
Um so anyway, yeah, so for Christmas Eve is when it started. We would go to Christmas Eve mass at like 5 o'clock. And then the uh we lived on 71st Street between 14th and 15th Avenue in Tiger Heights, and Our Lady of Guadalupe, or Guadalupe, depending on your pronunciation,
Jeez.
was the church
Why am I offended?
on
I think
Third
Guadalupe.
and 15th.
I think it's because I have an aunt that's her name. So it's
Yeah.
just like
I think
what
we all have
what
an and that name. Yes, I got you.
no, not Brian.
No,
Like no,
definitely,
she's Guadalupe. She's
yeah,
Guadalupe.
definitely not me. And so,
You'll be surprised if you
uh,
find out Brian goes, as a matter of fact, I actually do. You sons of bitches.
um, anyway, so like my,
Aunt Loopy is the best.
so
Loopy, loopy, loopy.
we'd go to the mass, and then like about 15 minutes, about 15 minutes before it ended, my dad would sneak out because he had to go like start the dinner. And then like from there, I'm like, just like, why does he get to why does he get to go home early? So we have to be stuck here until everybody fucking leaves. And then as time went on, I think it also I think it also has a lot to do with George Carlin, because Carlin and his ways on religion, that
Yeah,
was enough.
yeah. It really was.
So
It really was. Absolutely.
Oh
and then
man.
as I get older, I mean, just even recently, fucking over the last like 10 years, do you remember it was like 2015, 2016, Bill Burr had that special where it was done in black and white.
Mm-hmm.
It was on Netflix.
Yeah.
And it was the
Fantastic.
say what we say when we say it,
Yeah, yeah, yep,
say it
Oh,
again so
dude.
you could go home to your toys. Yeah.
yep,
You
yep.
just reminded me of how like when you know that you've been out of like the loop for like church for like a long time. I remember that there was a point where I tried to go back just to see like maybe I gave it years and try to go back when they changed the responses to some of the things, and I'm just like, that's
The
not what
fuck
they
is
say.
this?
Yeah, like who the fuck gave the memo to change this shit?
I thought he was gonna say, you feel out of the out of the loop.
The Catholic Lupe.
Uh, uh,
I'll Lady of Guadalupe.
oh man.
Going back to your church. Oh, dude, that and that
Yeah.
that was another thing too that kind of also pushed me away. That same priest that gave that homily that I told you about that kind of pushed me away. He was the reason. He was the reason why that the church I grew up in they had to close down, and now it's a school.
Yeah, yeah.
And it hurts, like like what is it, the friendships that I developed, the going there for scouts and youth group and fucking doing all the sacraments as I said before, playing D&D in
Mhm.
church of all things, dude. That was the one thing that I like, playing D&D and magic in church, like not
Mm-hmm.
like in the church, but like the
Yeah. No, I got you. I
not,
got
well,
you.
Steve
In like the
knows.
in like the curriculum room.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yes,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
dude,
That's what
fucking
that was
playing
the thing.
Magic,
That was the
playing
thing. Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering. I had a nice childhood, and also backyard wrestling downstairs in the church school cafeteria.
In between the pews.
Pew pew.
Oh, fun times, fun times, fun times.
Oh my god, dude, I love this today. This was the necessary therapy session that I fucking needed.
The-
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Other than you almost dying, yeah, yeah.
Oh, dude, I had to mute it
yes.
because I couldn't stop laughing.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Oh, and then you're laughing in the background mute as well. No, but the whole thing, and going back to it is that things like this raise us to be the kind of individuals that we are now. Like, granted,
Exactly.
we're not
Yeah.
as religious or whatever as we are, but it gave us the decency and the characteristics of like developing us into decent human beings.
Hmm.
Mhm.
We just don't follow, we don't follow the whatever the set rules or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
because
follow the yeah.
yeah, because I mean, I like
There's
I,
a there's a
to
word
the
for it. I'm blanking.
agnostic. That's what I am. Like
No, no, no.
like
To follow the set rules of the bird, not following like the social stigma.
oh, dude, that's like a good way to put it. Because
Yeah.
the whole thing is this. It's just like though. Ultimately, the whole thing was always this. They give you the
Mhm.
10 Commandments or whatever, and I was like, you could just break it down to one: treat
Yeah.
others the way you
Don't be
want
a
to be
dick.
treated. Well, you
Exactly.
simplified my thing or whatever, but yeah, but technically the same thing. Like but treat others the way you want to be treated. You know,
Yeah.
give
Again.
others give others the
Again.
courtesy and respect. No matter what. And even if they don't deserve it, always try to be the better person regardless. Unless they're like
Yeah.
super dick, and then then you could be a cynic or
And it
ass.
all sums up to
Don't be a dick.
don't be a
Yeah,
dick.
and always remember.
I mean, lastly for me, it's like one of the best things ever was when George Carlin spoke about the 10 Commandments, and one of them was "Don't covet thy neighbor's goods," and he's like, "But that's how like that's how like society is built. Like, that's how
Salud.
what do you that's how fucking like that's how like products come into people's house. Oh, you got that, you got that, that set of pots and pans off of Prime, and then like I order the same thing because I was like, oh, I think or you recommended this, fucking pair of boots or whatever.
Brian, all I'm gonna say is
So
this,
don't cut. Yeah,
right? We're geeks. So there's certain things like if someone has a certain collectible, whatever, it's like I fucking want that too. It's like saying like I'm happy that you have the proton pack. It's like God damn it, I'm too poor for a fucking proton pack. I want one too.
right.
But I'm not gonna steal it from
Proton
you because
pack.
you're my bro. But I'm just saying like
My,
eventually when things get better, I'll come out and nowhere like, hey Brian, guess what I got?
Just
we're
don't
not
cross your
crossing
streams. That's
streams,
all.
just so you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crossing the streams is bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
especially especially at a sporting event in the bathroom. Dude, I remember there was one place I went to where they had that, I call it the trough or whatever, the trough urinal, and I'm just like,
That's
hell
not what you
no,
call it. That's what it's called.
the
Yeah.
trough urinal.
It's called a
Yeah.
trough.
Yeah.
No, and I'm just like, hell no, because the first thing I'm thinking is like, what if someone had like too much, and they they're gonna have like I call it piss blowback because you're pissing so hard that it comes kind of back flashing at you. It's like,
Or
like
like
you better stand all the way over there, motherfucker, and don't look at me because it's uncomfortable.
piss blow, piss blowback, or when that shit like sprays.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like
Garden
like
hose.
oh, dude, like you already know when you have like a good drinking session or whatever, and you keep looking at yourself like, when the fuck are you gonna stop?
Yeah. That happens.
Yeah, basically, it's a thing.
Yeah.
I don't
It
think we should
usually
end it on
happens. Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We've
It's a
we've,
fun
we've
time.
ended on worse things.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely.
So, I don't normally share the wine that I've been drinking while we do the show. Tonight is brought to you by OPP wine.
You that with OPP? Yes, you know me.
But here's the thing.
No, I was gonna say that's the trough, or you just like trying to go, oh, PP, don't hit me.
So here's the thing. The reason why it's called OPP is because this is Andre Mac's wine. Andre Mac of Naughty by Nature.
Nice. Nice. So I was
Other-
on point with it. I was on point with it.
You were.
He like like
Other
Steve went like subconsciously. I knew.
But this is Pinot Noir. Other people's Pinot.
Nice. Nice.
You're not touching my Pinot.
That is perfect, dude.
Dude, if go and just anybody, you guys or anybody listening tonight, those whole like 3 followers we have, go and just watch on YouTube Andre Mac talk about wine. He's such a fucking wine nerd. He's a somm.
Nice.
He has a sommelier degree. Like he's like
No, that's a part of the Bible. That's a psalm.
so So
I
yeah,
got you, bro.
it's
I
so
got you.
great.
I
Like
got you. We're here,
yeah,
bro. I got you.
yeah.
No, I
Oh,
totally understand it.
other thing. Uh, so yeah, that's that on the wine. Also, yeah. Lastly, with to get back into Barrel Fest real quick. Um, I I plugged the hell out of our show,
Nice.
and several people were like, "Oh shit, cool!" And like, I was like mingling, getting us subs and shit.
Nice.
So,
Very cool.
uh,
Very cool.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you for
Gained
all the new listeners.
yeah, of course. Gained some followers here first. Because
Let's do it.
we're we just this is what you're getting into when you listen to us. It's just this.
Just random
Oh,
shit.
And
they'll appreciate it.
it's this, and then sometimes the geek shit.
Yeah,
Uh
yeah.
uh
Well, that'll
but
be in the
every now
next
and again,
episode, of course.
yeah, that'll be next week. But for tonight, I think the catch up episode of us finally sitting down in our, can't say in the room because we all live in different places, but
Well,
like
it's a virtual room,
eh,
kind of, you know.
yeah,
We're
it's like a Zoom meeting.
if you really look at it, we're just sitting in an alley right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're sitting in the alley.
Yeah,
Chilling. No snow
basically.
this time. Yeah.
No snow. No, the three of us are really sitting on a stoop in the hood
Yeah, exactly.
with with 40s of OE,
Yes, exactly.
old school Brooklyn Bronx.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah,
Perfect. Sweetly.
I,
perfect.
I love how Brian says that or whatever, and it's like, yeah, good. I'm glad you at least represent Brooklyn because you're just like, I'm not gonna say Staten Island. Fuck that, please.
Nah, Staten Island, though it's a borough. When I wear my it's winter in New York City. It's
Is it
fucking cold
though?
outside. When I got my what do you call the fucking uh balaclava? The over the head mask shit. It looks like I work for
Yes,
ICE.
yes. I got you. I got
Ski
you.
mask?
So like this thing, one sec, is literally over here.
his ninja hoodie.
He's getting his new uniform.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I know Brian's gonna probably kick you in the balls like you'd never compare me to those motherfuckers.
No, Brian's too smart for that. It's all
Yeah.
good.
No, Brian or whatever
These
has.
fucking things.
Yeah, the ninja,
Yeah,
the ninja mask.
the ninja hat.
Yeah.
Brian's
Go
part of the
ninja,
hidden.
go ninja.
Brian's like, I'm not part of ICE. I'm part of the Hidden Leaf Village. or to
So-
make it more thing or whatever, he's gonna be like, no, I'm like, I'm part of the foot. That's when the turtles come out. Like, are you? Like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So on Saturday morning, I wore that to go travel to Brooklyn because it's warm. It's an Under Armour headpiece, and ears get cold. And I didn't wear it over my face. I didn't want to look like a ninja or ICE. And so better enough, better if my coat is a fucking pea coat.
Yeah,
And so
especially after the drop.
and so dick. I go into Brooklyn. And I'm like, all right, well, I know I'm gonna be having these, pours of beer. Let me and I had breakfast before I left, but let me also like coat the stomach with like Dunkin' Donuts breakfast foods, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah, heavy
A
like
wake,
carbs or whatever.
yeah,
Just like, yeah, I totally get
yeah.
it.
I had a wake up wrap, and I had a little stuffed mini bagels, and then obviously ate at the thing too.
Did they have
So
snackage over
I
there
had
too?
at Gun Hill, yeah, you had Biracha, which always has great food. So shout out to Biracha, New York City. And
That
then
sounds delicious.
it was their food is stupid good, and I've never had a bad meal from them in any of the events that they cover. Um,
Okay. Okay.
and then they had a then we had a there was another event, another food pop up there for empanadas, and
Ooh.
the and those were like the perfect. They were it was like it was almost like a mini calzone with how much stuffing was inside and just the meat.
Dude, I forgot to mention this past weekend I actually worked the kids Gasparilla parade, right?
Mhm.
And one of the vendors was a pork vendor, right?
Mhm.
They were selling a pulled pork egg roll.
Yo,
All I heard is like subconsciously.
Right. And I was
dude.
like, oh, that sounds so good. But I wasn't willing to shell out $20 for an egg roll.
Oh, I was hoping to hear
I
the
was pro-
news that since you were doing your job there, that one person be like, "Hey, you want one on the
I was
house?"
trying to. I was trying to get to that point that I was cool with the person, but I was working. I was doing a lot of other things. I was
Oh
walking
no,
around.
no,
I
no,
was
well,
like,
no, dude, I get it. Like especially because what you're supervising at this point, right?
right, exactly.
So it's
but
just
also
like
at this,
you're
at,
hoping your employees, your subordinates or whatever, doing their jobs. Unlike that lady from episodes past, the
Right, 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 right.
Sleepy Sarah, whatever the fuck
right.
her name was.
Yeah.
But and here I thought he was gonna be like, oh, and the hot chick there pulled my pork, and that was the end of the story.
Oh, and with that, the geek shall inherit the earth. It was
Uh,
like they were selling pulled
but no.
pork, and then at the end of the night, they pulled my pork. Wink, wink.
So yeah. So anyway, yes, the
Who's a
food
good
at the
little
Gun
piggy?
Hill thing, the food at the Gun Hill thing was great, and the event was great. Everybody involved in that event was really cool and chill. And shout out to my
Sounds
boy
awesome.
John from Gun Hill for literally he had no energy left at the end of that night.
Oh, dude,
Um,
I can attest to it. Really good dude. Very nice guy.
um, but at Dunkin' Donuts before the event, I'm sitting in there, I get my coffee, get my breakfast, and this white dude from the next table over is just eyeballing me because I have this mask on my head to because I don't want to freeze, and he's just giving me the look like ice, motherfucker. And like, it doesn't help that the prison that people like Luigi, the kid that supposedly killed the United Healthcare
Yeah, yeah,
CEO,
yeah, 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 yeah.
uh, same prison that Diddy was staying in, and fucking rapper 6ix9ine and cryptocurrency asshole and all these other
Yeah,
famous
yeah, yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah. The
That's
the the
about
Ve- the
4 blocks.
Venezuelan president is there too.
In
That's
his
right. Yeah,
in his
yeah.
Hello
He's
Kitty pajamas, as I saw online with people
yeah.
doing the videos of like doing like the fucking what the hangover montage at the end.
But I love it. It's just because that prison is like 4 blocks from where I was at Duncan, and here I am wearing this thing to cover my head because I was cold. It's like I see this guy like eyeballing me, and I shove in my wake up wrap, and I just took my the rest of my food. Was like, nah, I'm out. It's like
Dude,
the
all
shit
I'm
is just too
picturing is this.
uncomfortable.
All I'm picturing is this now. You can have this all covered up or whatever, and all you see is the
Mhm.
fucking the rap just going down. Like trying not to stay
Well,
warm.
and then
And my
also
and then
and
motherfucker wants to
also
come up to you and unmask you like a Scooby Doo villain, and let's see who under this mask really is. Uh-oh.
uh and then it's like Wayne's World. It's a Scooby Doo ending. Blah, 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 blah. So um, and then like even my friend Dave. So my friend Dave, I knew was gonna be a part of this event. We were gonna go around the room and sample all tasty beers, and he has like same kind of material as this mask, but as a scarf, and because it's cold, he had it like wrapped around his face, and and everybody's like with him too, like give him like the dirty look. It's like, yo, fucking gold.
Yeah, like people were supposed to expect you, like, especially in like one of those brick ass days, that, oh,
It's
my
not
New
the
Yorker.
best time to be cold.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, pardon me,
Mm-mm.
My New Yorker came out for a second. Let me tuck that in before people get scarred.
Basically.
Uh,
No, but
Mm.
yeah, but I just think, what it also is. It's like, with everything going on now, right? Like, people see something like that and they associate looks like that with, you know, nice without the N.
yeah.
But
Hmm.
it's like, no, motherfucker, it's fucking, it is, dead ass is it's brick ass cold outside.
Dead ass. Dead
Yeah,
ass. Yeah.
dead ass. Yeah, like, but that's the New Yorker, the hood New
Oh
Yorker
no, for
coming out.
sure. Yeah, dude, I do that. I use that shit all the time over here. I get it.
Yeah, but no, but in all seriousness, it's like the whole thing is this. It's just like, are you really inconveniencing somebody else or whatever? No. Just because you have like a certain thing or whatever, is like, motherfucker, eat your, like, eat your bacon, egg, and cheese and leave me the hell
Yeah.
alone. Because I'm here eating just like you. I'm not interrupting your meal.
Yeah.
Why is my look interrupting, like, or making you feel uncomfortable?
Basically.
It's just a little stigma that has come because of the bullshit that's out there.
Oh, no, true. I was gonna also say, like, maybe he was a Beatles fan and he just felt that.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh man.
So
Yeah,
I
I think we
guess
should
it's
end on
about that
that.
time. Yeah.
I think
We've
Yeah,
done.
no,
fuck.
I'm saying that story was fun, but I'm still now picturing the Scooby Doo ending. Let me see who he really is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's a white guy. I feel safe again.
Yeah.
It's like
So
you pull off the ice mask. Oh, that's who you really is. KKK. Anyway,
yeah.
And then no, that's when you tell him, like, no, motherfucker, my best friends are Hispanic. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
and then one more. You pull off the white hood. Oh shit!
Uh-huh.
It's a MAGA hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So with that said, don't forget to check out all the stuff over at InnerCityGeeks.net. Of course, we got this show. We also got Brian 2J Presents, and we also got Comics con Sabor, Manga Time, and Anime World all over there. All done by our homie Mario that was in the chats earlier. But it's a little bit late now for him. He's probably,
Yeah, he probably called
sleeping.
it. He probably,
He's probably sleeping like we all should
decided
be
to,
right
to
now.
call it a night or whatever.
Yeah.
Him, working like a fucking, dude. That's like for the years I've known Mario, the
He's always working.
workhorse.
He's always
He's the
working. Yeah.
workhorse galore.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. No, yeah, but yeah, check out all the all his stuff over there. Bright J, of course, is over there. We also have a bunch of our shows, of course, that we have up there sometimes. Then you can listen to the show. You can find us on iHeartRadio, on Pandora, on Amazon, on Audible, and on motherfucking Spotify. But you can also find
And
us
Tegus
on Tigas
Tegus
TV.
TV.
I love that he jumped in or whatever. He's like, you better say it. You better say it.
Yeah, I was getting there.
No, Brian was like that one person that's like in double Dutch, like, I can do this. I
It's
can
like,
do this. I
I'm
can do this.
jumping. I got it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I got it.
Motherfucker
Yeah,
better mention it. Motherfucker better mention it. But
yeah.
take a me. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, you can find us on all these places. It's a pretty dope spot. You can find us on the socials. Of course, you can find us on the Facespace, so facespace.com/InnerCityGeeks on Instagram, InnerCityGeeks on Twitter, InnerCityGeeks. And where can we find you guys and yours? Brian, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me scrolling through Instagram right now because I can't go on Twitter because I got banned because I said Donald Trump. I hope he well, without mentioning his name, I said I hope he air jerks himself into a stroke. Um,
You can
but
find himself getting banned again.
I'll
It's
be
like, I
back.
didn't even put any tweets. Or what they call it, touts now. Whatever the fuck. I don't give two shits.
There's still tweets.
Yeah, Musk's. You can find me on there. You can find me on Blue Sky, on Threads, on Instagram. Just check out Bright2J Presents on all that shit. I'll just say hello, and I'll say hi. I'll say hi, I'll say hello on the ones I'm not banned from.
Hello.
Hello, it's me. I got banned again for a tweet.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Alex, we can find you, sir.
You can find me on Twitter at denied DINYED and on Instagram at denied DIN_Y_ED. Where can we find you, good sir?
You guys can find me just about everywhere. Pretty much everywhere. At Mr. Jackal, MISTERJACKAL. Thank you guys for listening. We greatly appreciate you listening for the last 2 hours. It was just about short of the 5 more minutes. We got 2 fucking hours on this fucking thing.
Still not our
And
longest episode.
no, after
No.
definitely not our longest episode. But we're
What
trying
was
to
it?
do
It
a
was
Okay,
short
fine.
episode today.
the record was what, like almost 3 hours, right?
Yeah.
And we had to break it down
Yeah,
to two
yeah.
episodes.
Yeah,
Or you
we
put it
did.
as is.
Yeah. I split it. It was a long time ago.
Long.
But yeah,
Okay, fine.
just,
I'll add. Okay, fine. I'll add one more thing. This New York prison feels like a real life Arkham Asylum. This is the one in Brooklyn. Ready? Notable inmates held at MDC prison in Brooklyn: Maduro, Mangione, Sean Combs, R. Kelly, Sean Darkman Freed, or Bankman Freed. He was the asshole for crypto.
yeah.
El Chapo. El Chapo was there.
Yeah.
Trump's old guy, who now is anti-Trump, Michael Cohen. He was part of there.
Uh-huh.
Ghislaine Maxwell, Martin Scarelli, Mr. Fucking I'm gonna raise farmer bro shit. And then and once upon a time, Al Sharpton.
Nice.
So real life Arkham Asylum is this Instagram post
Absolutely, yeah.
puts up there.
I like
I
it.
thought for a second you were gonna say, like Cesar Romero Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, isn't
No.
he gone? It was like back then. That's what we're talking about.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Way back, like scoliosis.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So thank you guys for listening. We
Canceled.
greatly appreciate the fuck out of you guys. Thanks for again. Thanks for listening. Don't be a dick, but always remember that the geeks shall inherit the earth.